Hey, what's up, y'all? Kenzo is back, and I'm starting a new game, starting up Doom 3. It took me a while to finally get around to getting into Doom 3, or doing this gameplay of Doom 3 anyway, because, reasons. I mean, there's lots of Resident Evil games, there's lots of other games I wanted to go through, like Half-Life and things like that. Um, I'm playing the BFG edition of the game, just for the record. Doom 3 came out 2000, God, 2 or 3, I don't remember the exact year. Maybe it was 4. It was somewhere in that area. And I'm just gonna get this out of the way up front right now. I love Doom 3. Like, a lot of people didn't like it because you had to use a flashlight. It was like a separate item. You didn't have like a flashlight on your character. And the game was real dark, and it relied a lot on like monster closets, which will make more sense when I get into the gameplay. And yeah, that's all fine and well and all that, but I still love the game. I love the design, the enemies, the just the atmosphere, the environments. They're super cool. Yes, the BFG edition does let you have like a flashlight on your character. It didn't really bother me when the game first came out, but because it's a thing in this game, like, I'm not gonna complain about it. So I'm just gonna fire up this bad chicken, get started. Oh, before I get started, if you get the BFG edition of this game, you also get pretty good copies of the original Doom and Doom 2. They're actually really good versions of the game. So if you're looking to play like the old school games, um, get the BFG edition. It's pretty fun. Anyway, here we go.
The Union Aerospace Corporation is the largest corporate entity in existence. Originally focused on weapon and defense contracts, new ventures have expanded into biological research, space exploration, and other scientific endeavors. With unlimited funds and the ability to engage in research outside of moral and legal obligations, the UAC controls the most advanced technology ever conceived.
Incoming transport detected.
Mars approach, Dark Star with you, 07063, passing through 38,000.
Roger, Dark Star. Descend to 2000, set speed, contact ground on 26972.
Roger that, tower.
We have them on radar, sir. They'll be landing in a few moments.
Excellent. See that Counselor Swan is sent directly to me.
Yes, sir.
Tower, Dark Star on final.
We've got you, Dark Star. You are set for lockdown. Welcome back.
I can't believe it's come to this. I didn't want to come here.
He left you no choice.
True, but this is the last time. I'm tired of running damage control every time he makes a mess.
Right. You're the control. And if that fails, I'm the damage.
If that's what it takes, the Kruger is gonna start doing things our way.
Whatever you say, Counselor.
Yeah, so it's interesting. The game starts and it actually shows the Doom guy's face. Here's the thing, y'all. This version of Doom guy is not the Doom guy from the old games. He's not the Doom guy
Welcome
from.
to Mars. All new arrivals need to check in at reception.
Okay. He's not the Doom guy from the 2016 and 2020 game. Here's one thing I really liked about this game is when you approach terminals, like these little screens, like you can do stuff in them. Like you can click on things, you can read what they are. I'm also going to be honest with y'all up front. I'm going to take my time with this game. I'm going to look at the terminals. I'm going to listen to audio logs. Like, I'm not necessarily going to rush through this. It's not a speed run. This is not some pro gamer shit. I'm just going to take my time and really enjoy it because I haven't played this game in years.
Welcome to Mars City. Union Aerospace
Aerospace's premier research facility. To expedite your processing, please proceed directly to reception.
Grav seal tapes contain biological specimens. Well, what's in there? I don't know. Media objects, boxes, crates, and can be moved around. Oh yeah, this game kind of started the whole physics movement thing. It didn't have the gravity gun like Half-Life, but it was still pretty cool.
Welcome to Mars, Marine. I'm gonna need you to step on one of those red squares on the floor for a bioscan. This'll only take a second. Okay, let me get this started. You're gonna need to hold still. Moving around only makes the test take longer. Alright, bioscan looks good. You're cleared for entry. On behalf of the UAC, welcome to Mars City. This facility serves as the central hub for all scientific research,
Attention.
archaeological
Director
study,
Banks,
and
please
military
report to
operations.
Central Administration.
Goal number 1 at the UAC is the safety and well-being of all employees and guests. To help achieve this goal, we ask you to follow all UAC corporate procedures at all times. This includes restricting your movement to areas for which you have clearance. Always remain alert and aware of what you and others are doing. If you notice anything out of the ordinary, or just have a simple question, find the nearest UAC security guard. They are here to help, no matter how large or small the problem is. Our station on Mars provides a perfect blend of work habitats, recreational facilities, and social support structures. This ensures our goal of providing a true home-away-from-home experience for everyone. Keep this in mind as you help us pursue our groundbreaking research that is destined to transform the daily lives of everyone here and throughout the solar system. If you need more detailed assistance, please see your Human Resources Manager. If you are a guest, you may bring up any issue with your appointed UAC liaison. Thank you, and have a nice day.
You know, I could see something like this, you know, really happening. Oh yeah, I don't have the PDA yet. Oh.
Welcome to Mars. First time? You can just leave your bag there. I'll have it sent up your quarters. Okay, there's a few things we need to take care of first. This is your personal data assistant. You'll need this to access all secure areas. If you get clearance for any security zones, it'll download directly. It's important, so don't lose it. I see here that Sergeant Kelly has requested your immediate attention. Head directly to Marine Command. It's just that way. Follow the signs.
Cool. Oh, it's got my name, Kenzo. Alright, is it tab to bring this up? Yeah. Yeah, so the PDA has a lot of little text logs and stuff in it. Now this I'm not gonna make y'all go through because frankly it would just take forever to go through. But it's pretty cool.
Mars City is a smoke-free facility. Please smoke only in designated areas. Thank you for your cooperation.
Looking for a missing scientist. Oh no. Okay. You know, what I don't remember, if I'm honest, is I don't remember if this game split up into chapters or missions or whatever. I don't remember.
Haven't seen you before. You must be with that new detachment coming to check on us.
I'm here because there seems to be some very serious problems.
Oh, really? Do I need to remind you of the groundbreaking work that we're doing here?
No, but I've been authorized by the board to look at everything.
The board authorized you? The board doesn't know the first thing about science. All they want is something to make them more money, some product. Don't worry, they'll get their product.
After how many accidents? Tell me, Dr. Betruger, why are so many workers spooked, complaining, requesting transfers off Mars?
They simply can't handle life here. They're exhausted and overworked. If I had a larger, more competent staff and bigger budget, even these few accidents could have been avoided.
I'm afraid you'll get nothing more until my report is filed with the board. I will need full access, Dr. Betruger, Delta included. I won't have any difficulties doing that, will I?
Only if you get lost, Swan. Just stay out of my way. Amazing things will happen here soon. You just wait.
Let's go.
Yeah, this game had full-on cutscenes. It's pretty cool.
Listen, buddy, you don't have clearance for this area. Move along.
No.
Excuse me.
Look, there's me. Yay. Oh, I can't punch or anything yet. Here's one thing I always couldn't help but notice about this game. I'm gonna go stand in that toilet. I'm gonna increase the audio levels back there. So I usually turn them down when I'm doing these gameplays. But there's like whispering back here. Like, listen. See, that's creepy, man.
Yeah, so those suits arrived too. IPN News Network, your universe now. The Union Aerospace Corporation denied allegations today of several reports showing a growing military presence on Mars. A spokesperson stated that increased activity is simply a tactical deployment to outlying planetary sectors. Authorities continue to search for the activists responsible in Monday's bombing of a biomech production facility, resulting in the destruction of hundreds of biomech labor units. In space news, mining station Amman is reporting 9 dead and 28 wounded in what appears to be an ore canopy failure during routine operations. This is the 5th incident in a string of mishaps that have plagued asteroid strip mining facilities in recent months. Deep Space Probe Madridi successfully executed the first of 4 engine bursts designed to alter the probe's course, according to officials. The probe's logic core first requested the diversion following yesterday's discovery of a negative light object outside the orbit of Sedna. The probe is set to resume its outer system mapping mission next week, following further scans of the fluctuating anomaly. Faint signals continue to be received from the failed Europa orbiter, which is said to be further evidence of survivors in Thursday's crash. Union Aerospace, who funded the privately operated orbiter, stated that there were no survivors and the signal is part of the Navcom system's automated distress beacon. Critics of the massive corporation say the Europa signal is undeniably originating from one or more survivors, and the high costs of mounting a rescue operation have led to the UAC's refusal. In IPN's business news, Mixum Corporation has filed suit against rival company Moxim, claiming the company infringed on several pressure seal patents utilized in planetary bases. Moxim lawyers have threatened a countersuit, saying that Mixum creates inferior parts based on original Moxim designs. Senate Majority Leaders this morning approved a nearly $80.2 trillion spending plan. The plan includes cuts in funding for the Lunar Outpost and several planetary platforms, as well as major revisions to the public health care system. The plan also calls for cutting the budget deficit in half by 2147. Gentech firm Reutier met further resistance this week in its plans to introduce genetically manufactured health products on Earth.
a longtime supplier to military and space sectors, genetically modified products have seen poor sales in the consumer market. Frontier's latest medkit technology was slated to hit stores next month. For IPN News, this is Roger McKellen with Subspace News on the Hour.
Ah, someone new. It's always nice seeing new faces around here. Hope you enjoy your stay.
Thanks, man.
Miller, you hear about Corporal Allen?
Yeah, they said he just lost it. Shipped home this week.
We lose one, gain another.
No shit. I wonder who they're gonna move to Bravo team now.
Who knows? I just hope they don't take anyone from my squad. I hate pulling double shifts.
I hear ya.
Another newbie. Welcome to the worst assignment you'll ever have.
Another replacement, huh?
Now watch this. I thought this was so cool when I first played this game. Watch. Like, I don't know why. It just shudders. But I don't know. I'm weird. And then
Super Turbo Turkey Puncher 3.
It doesn't actually do anything, but I mean, whatever. Nabcon. Gosh. I wonder what that could mean. Bringing mankind one step closer to heaven. Yeah. So, you know, as you've already figured out, this game is not like the other Doom guy that we're accustomed to, you know, like Rip and Tear guy.
There's been more accidents in Delta.
Accidents?
Attention. Dr. Braddock, please report to Environment Management
Need report to
Office
Sergeant
4
Kelly
Alpha.
ASAP. He's in Command HQ.
This is Delta Science Management.
I'm trying to reconfigure this little guy. I can't talk now.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Took your sweet time, Marine? Now, here's the situation. Another member of the science team's gone missing. Since you're the ranking FNG, you get to find him. I want you to check out the old decommissioned comm facility. We heard he might be heading that way. The only way there is through the service passage under Mars City. I've programmed this sentry to guide you to the maintenance elevator. I hope you follow the sentry better than you've followed orders so far. Pick up some gear at the security checkpoint at the bottom of the elevator. Oh, and when you find him, just bring him back. Do not hurt him. Now move out.
You know, like, it's funny what time does for you, because, you know, when I first played this game, it's like, yeah, you're the ranking FNG. I thought that was some military term or rank or something. I was like, oh, okay, whatever.
Attention UAC personnel. Interested in earning more credits? Volunteer at Delta Labs today. See your service branch director for more details.
Did you hear what Carter said?
No, what?
He said that he saw some strange creatures or something down in Delta. He said it wasn't human.
What? You can't believe anything that guy says.
I'm just telling you, that's what he said. I don't know if it's true.
Another reason I can't wait to get out of here.
Anyway, you know, I've got a few years on me since the game came out. You know, met some people, you know, learned a few things, and all, you know, FNG just stands for fucking new guy. It is a military term, but not exactly what I thought it was.
The UAC cares about the quality of life of its employees. Please.
Or like back there on that TV, they're talking about Europa. You know, I didn't know that was a moon, you know what I mean? Like, I had no idea. I was just like, yeah, Europa, whatever. I thought it was some made-up fucking thing. Those things are adorable. I like wish those things were in, like, the other Doom games, but they ain't. Listen to Adam Birchie's audio log. Oh, yeah, that's right. There's, like, all kind of audio logs that have codes and shit in them.
This is the audio log of maintenance technician Adam Bernache, dated November 10th, 2145. I fixed the couplings on the heat shields this morning with no problems. I did, however, have another odd experience while I was down there. Shortly after finishing the first coupling adjustment, I distinctly heard whispering. When I went to investigate the sounds, I found nothing. checked the work logs, and I was the only person scheduled to be in that area today. That experience, coupled with the stories I've heard from some guys over in the Delta labs, has me pretty freaked out. I'm really beginning to hate going down to the underground maintenance area. The people down there are a bit off. The mumbling, the weird looks. The whole place is just plain creepy. I'm always expecting someone to jump out at me. I've secured my tools and the busted modulator in the storage cabinet next to the maintenance elevator. Technicians should use cabinet code 396 to access them. End of log.
All right, now I don't remember if this game's split up into missions or not. I think it is. So if this starts over like a new mission or whatever, I'm just gonna end the gameplay and then I'll just pick this back up like tomorrow or whatever. Because that's how I do my gameplays. I do them like kind of one day at a time. So here we go.
Welcome to the dungeon, Marine. Most unexciting place on Mars. I'm gonna need you to grab some armor and secure your pistol before I can pass you through security. Okay, grab your gear. Now you're ready for combat. Let me do a radio test. MarsSec radio check. Excellent. Good signal. Looks like you've been assigned the decommissioned comm facility. Just follow the main passage through the underground junction, then straight out. You'll have a quick evac. And what better way to see the Martian surface than to run across it? Okay, you're all set.
See?
Oh yeah, keep in mind, civilians are working down here. Don't get excited and shoot any.
Anyway, when this game first came out, the flashlight, it was actually this item, and it was an actual item that you would pull out. It's not an item anymore.
You don't have a lot of time, Marine. You need to move out.
I'm going. But like, you know, like right now, like, you know, most can, hell, even the original Half-Life, you know, there was a flashlight on your character. Where this game made it an item that you had to pull out to use to like see in shit. And I remember people were really upset about that. They really didn't like it. I mean, I thought it was kind of annoying, but it never really bothered me. But you know, hey, whatever.
Oh, haven't seen anyone new down this way in quite some time. Welcome to the dungeon, brother. Enjoy your stay. Hey, don't touch that.
Sorry.
Hey, you're looking for the scientist, right?
I'm not sure you want to find him. You see, never mind.
Okay, fine.
Listen, Scotty, I've done this a million times. It's not that hard.
Why don't you crawl your fat ass down here and do it yourself?
Because I'm getting paid to make sure you do it. Just finish the coupling so we can continue.
Grant Bastion. Okay.
This is Grant Baston, your Environmental Services Supervisor. Date is October 19th. I've been hearing an alarming number of reports on some, unexplainable things. Being on another planet and working underground has always been a little spooky, so we always have the occasional report of strange things. But what is worrying me is the fact that the number of these reports are up by a lot. People are truly frightened. The rumors we're hearing about experiments from the Delta Complex are not helping. The power fluctuations aren't helping at all either. Having the lights flicker constantly and losing power for several minutes at a time is scaring everyone down here. I'm doing my best to keep people in check, but we're continually short-handed. Someone's reporting in sick almost every day. I'll keep my director apprised of the situation, and will continue to log reports as I get them.
Jeez. Do you make a habit of sneaking up on people? Everyone's already on edge down here with all the strange things that have been going on.
Yeah, see, this game's full of like little robotic things running around and doing, you know, robotic things.
Center, right? You'd better hustle up, pal. This passage doesn't go all the way there. You'll have a quick walk outside to the center's airlock. Don't sweat it. Your suit's got plenty of oxygen.
You know, the one thing about this that never made sense to me is that he's like, yeah, your suit has plenty of air, and I'm going outside. Well, like, my dude never puts a helmet on. So, like, how does that work? I don't know. Again, doesn't ruin anything. It's just something I noticed.
Marine, this is Sergeant Kelly. You need to double time it down there. Search your assigned area and haul your ass back to Mars City. Out.
No, please. You must let me get this communication out. They have to be warned while there is still time. I can't let... You don't know what I've seen. You can't possibly understand or comprehend.
The devil is real. I know. I built his cage.
I'm getting abnormal readings here. This is bad. God! I can't hold these levels. We're losing it!
Help us!
Structural integrity at risk.
Oh. Okay, well,
Again, fall back to Marine HQ and await further orders.
this is where all hell breaks loose. No, no pun intended, I swear.
Squad leaders, give sit rep. Over.
Command HQ, this is Rocket Team. We got one Marine down, 2 wounded. Command HQ, this is Fire Team 4. We are pinned down and outside. Command HQ, this is Fire Team 2. Main power systems down at sun level. Backup and life support systems open. We've got lots of civilian casualties. It's a mess. Command HQ, attempting to secure the area.
So, as you can see, just from, you know, how this is playing so far, it's a lot slower paced game. I mean, like, the zombies are, like, slowly crawling towards me.
Warning. Filtration arm in motion.
This is Command HQ.
Reach extension
Report directly
in
to Marine
7
Headquarters and
seconds.
await further orders.
Thank you. I'm getting out of here.
Alright, bye. You know, one thing that this game did that was like, you know, if I come around a corner and I start fighting something, like 9 times out of 10, it's going to spawn something behind you. So, like, this is a game you really got to keep your head on a swivel when you're playing it, because something's going to try to murder you. Yeah, see what I mean? Yeah, see, monster closets. That's what I was talking about. So, like, you'll go by an area and then suddenly it'll spawn in a monster. But not always necessarily like they spawn in, like they'll just open a door. So yeah, the imp designs are very different. You know, than like, you know, the old school imp designs. But I think they partially influenced the design of the imps from the 2016 game. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I always thought they looked cool. Oh, the flashlight has a battery. Oh, I forgot about that. Alright, now, if I remember correctly, there's an imp behind a door like this. I don't remember if it's this door, but there's another hallway like this where the door opens and an imp is behind it and it jumps at you. I have been trying, since this game has come out, to kill that thing before it hits me. I've never succeeded, so maybe today is the fucking day. Here we go. Oh. Fuck. That thing always hits me. Fuck. I bet there's a code for this. Let's see.
This is the audio log of Frank Delahue, engineering manager assigned to power production, dated October 18, 2145. The current operational status of the grid is 23% over nominal capacity. I've increased work shifts to 12 hours a day for all personnel to keep up with demand. The constant and increasing load from the Delta complex is causing havoc. We are going to start losing critical systems if we have to sustain these levels much longer. I request clearance to requisition parts from other departments in order to maintain our equipment. Okay, I don't know what is going on over in Delta, but I'm doing all I can down here. The constant demands are bad enough, but the rumors going around are making things a whole lot worse. And I gotta tell you, if things don't get better soon, all hell is gonna break loose.
Did you hear him? All hell's gonna break loose.
This is Sergeant Kelly. We don't know what we're up against. We have negative ID on the assailing. Stock up on ammo, establish a stronghold, keep them at bay.
Now, for some reason, I'm having a really hard time hearing that Kelly guy.
Roger that, Fire Team 2. Fall back to the center. Stay tuned. Set up a QP there. Out.
See these? That a lot like the things in Half-Life. I'm just saying. I swear there's a way to open this right here. There we go. You know, I remember this game got leaked.
All units, this is Sergeant Kelly. Fall back to Marine HQ and await further orders.
It got leaked because there was like an E3 demo or something, and it got leaked, and I downloaded it, and it was this, you know, really janky version of the game. I must have played that like 100 times, man, because when this game came out, I mean, the last Doom game had been fucking Doom 64. So, as you can imagine, it had been a while before there was a new Doom game. Oops.
All remaining Marine units, this is Sergeant Kelly. I'm unable to
What the
reach
fuck?
Mars City from my current position. Move to Marine HQ to regroup and await further orders.
Okay.
Hey, you! Up here, quickly! I thought I was the only one still alive. I can't believe I found you. Something happened. I don't know what. It was like a shockwave. It passed through the entire base. It started changing. It was crazy. I was working up here on the vent shafts. I don't know how I survived. Go for help. Please.
Oops. Alright, so,
Be careful. I don't know what's in there.
I'm pretty sure every time you go in an airlock and you click the exit button, that's the end of the chapter or whatever, but like they're so short, I'm not going to divide it up into chapters. I'm just going to do what I did with some of the older Dooms. I'm just going to play for an hour, and then we'll see where I'm at. Oh.
Command HQ, this is Specialist Wilson. My team is gone. They're all dead. I'm running blind. What are my orders?
Specialist Wilson, this is Sergeant. Be sharp. Move to your last known RP and fortify your position. We'll find you.
Oh yeah. Buddy, yeah. I need you. Oh, he's gone. Last known RP. I'm pretty sure that means rally point. The homie ain't got a head.
I just don't know what to do.
Ah, he's thick. Whoa. He also does flips. Look at that. It's the Doom dude on the magazine's pretty cool. What they say, the Ultra XL. Yeah. I remember that they were gonna call the Nintendo 64 the Ultra Nintendo when it first came out. I was kind of disappointed when it wasn't called that. Listening to audio logs may provide you with valuable information. Okay.
Audio log for Dr. Casey, currently stationed at Mars City. I have just left the weekly status meeting here in medical. The most prominent topic was the vast number of psychological issues we are seeing as of late. The number of reports indicates that 10% of the overall base personnel have shown symptoms. As many people will not come in for this type of thing, the number of affected personnel could truly be in the 30 to 40% range. It has even manifested itself here in medical. We have several nurses and a couple of good doctors out for related reasons. I'm going to formally request 2 additional psychiatrists on the next shuttle from Earth. The 2 we have are being overworked, and the content of their sessions with patients is starting to affect them as well. Dr. Casey now. Dr. Mark Casian, at 1547, patient Jonathan Wills was admitted after complaining of insomnia and nausea. According to the nurse, Mr. Wills was calm and exhibited no signs of disorder when he was brought to exam room 5. However, by the time I reached him at 10 after 4, his personality had changed dramatically. When I entered the room, Mr. Wills lunged at me with a scalpel he apparently stole from a supply drawer. With the assistance of an orderly, we managed to subdue and sedate him without injury. Mr. Wills was heavily medicated and could not be diagnosed, but in the 20 minutes he was left unattended, he managed to carve 3 symbols in his arm and cut his own tongue into 2 halves. I can only guess at the cause of his problems. I hope that additional psychiatrists arrive soon. In the meantime, in response to this assault, all medical supplies and armaments will be locked in a secure hospital cabinet with the code 347. Dr. Casian out.
Buddy.
connection established.
Marine. I can't believe you're still alive. I'm unable to return to Mars City. All passages out of the Delta complex have been blocked. I'm setting up a command post here. I can monitor status reports of the entire base from Delta Central Authority and communicate with other Marine teams. It's your mission to link up with Bravo Team and get that transmission sent. Head toward Alpha Labs. It's the fastest way to find them. I'll update your PDA security clearance from here. Good job, and good luck, Marine.
No, he has a thing. Damn it. Oh well. I'm trying to remember if there's a way to turn off that gas. I don't remember. Probably is, but I don't remember how to do it. Alright. Moving on. You know, I guess if I had to leverage one complaint about the game, is I'm not a big fan of when the enemies shoot you. It like knocks your crosshair around, like it kind of jerks around. It's annoying. It's a minor complaint in the grand scope of things, but it's still annoying. Well, hold on. What's back over here? See what I mean? How like your screen kind of jerks around? It's annoying. Oh wait, I just made a big freaking loop. Oh, grab that armor. Marcus Stanton. So Marcus got to say.
This is Mark Stanton, Manifest Controller, currently stationed at Mars City. I'm not sure who to send this to, so I decided to send it to quite a few people. If you're on the recipient list, please take a moment to review this report. It is quite important. I'm very concerned over the shipping procedures out here. I am the Manifest Controller, and as such, I need to be informed of everything coming in and out of Mars City. Someone here is subverting my position and preventing me from getting data on things being shipped. This is unacceptable. Not only could this reflect poorly on my upcoming review, but this is my job and I'm tired of being out of the loop. I have no idea who keeps telling the shipping crews to allow things in and out without allowing me to produce or procure the manifest. But whoever it is, it must stop. One of the dock workers actually told me to piss off when I tried to stop one of the last containers from going straight to Delta. I immediately filed a report and will follow up with the transit manager next time I see him. End of log.
Alrighty. I feel like I'm turned around for some reason. I don't know why. Enter the code? I don't know what the damn code is. Really nothing in there I need though, so it's fine. I'm sure it's in a log that I have. I don't feel like searching for it.
Marine, if you run across any operational sensor bots, use them. Those guys pack a lot of firepower.
The UAC is here to help you. Psychological services are
The UAC is here to help me. Okay, sure. Buddy! Get him! Yeah, get him. Yeah, come on, friend. Yeah, handle that. What's back here? Oh, you know, I'm just gonna follow him. He seems confident. You know what, buddy? You don't even need me. I'm just gonna hide back here.
Gotta get the Bravo team. They need all the firepower they can get. Sending that transmission is critical to our survival.
Oh, I'm like following the little robot you told me to follow. Wow. No! Security clearance updated. What does it say, Duncan? Oh, no. No audio. That dude was requesting access for a friggin' plasma rifle. That's cool. Okay, yeah. I think this is the end of the actual levels. Okay. I think what I'll do with this gameplay, pause this, is I'll just play for like an hour. I mean, I don't know how long I've been playing right now. I mean, maybe it's been an hour. I don't know. I wasn't really prepared to keep track of time. And unfortunately, the way this NVIDIA, whatever this is called, records, it doesn't have a timer on it that I'm aware of. So, like, I never know how long I'm recording for. But anyway, blah, 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 blah. As you can tell, this game's a lot slower paced than, you know, pretty much every other Doom game. This is like this one game is kind of like an offshoot of the Doom series where, like, it's so different than all the other ones. Like, you couldn't even say it's like a different, it's like not even the same game or in the same type of game, which, you could argue that. But I actually really like this game. I like the story. I like the atmosphere. I like, we're like on a military base, or like this secret base thing on Mars, and I don't know. I'm a sucker for these kind of environments, so it works for me. I'm out. I'll see you for the next gameplay. As always, thanks for watching, and I will catch you next time.